Hi, I'm Tyson. I own HDMIGuys.com. We are the HDMI Guys. I wanted to test some cables. A lot of guys have been wondering, are your cables any good? People are worried about being ripped off by scam artists on the internet selling just junk cables because there is a lot of differences. I'm testing. I've got my premium capital cables. These are really nice cables. I like those a lot. Our standard cables, you can tell the difference. I've got a ferrite core. They use ferrite cores to reduce interference a little bit on a thinner gauge. The capital cables are heavier gauge, so they don't have ferrite cores. The standard ones all do. Thinner gauge, so you run the risk of possibly having a little bit of interference. These are just magnets around the cables. There's not much to them. Then I've got my budget grade cables right here. These have all still got fully molded connectors. All of them do. You don't have to worry about these connectors splitting apart on you. That's something real common in the cheap cables. These don't have ferrite cores, a little bit thinner gauge, but for most applications they do work just fine. I'm going to do a stress test on these cables. I will end up destroying all three cables, but I just want to show you that these are fully capable cables. I apologize, I'm in my home garage right now. We don't have a good facility like this at our office. It's literally just a shipping center with a computer, so we don't have tools and desks and everything. So apologize for that, and it's kind of an amateurish video. I don't specialize in video production. I source cables and I ship them out to customers, and that's what I do. So let's test some cables. So I've got it plugged into my monitor and my laptop, running a movie in 1080p. I've got this hooked up to an extension right here. I'm running my shortest cables, the 3-foot cables. Those are the cheaper ones because, like I said, I'm not going to go and destroy 50-foot cables in that stress test. That's just costs too much. So, taking my budget cable, bending it back and forth a bunch of times, giving it really good twisting here. It's still running just fine. Same thing at the connector. Actually, forgot to set this up. What I'm doing here is I really want to test this cable out. So make sure you can see that. So really jiggling the heck out of this cable, kinking it up, getting it folded as tight as I can. It's a good cable. I've got something I wanted to try. I've never done this before. This ought to put quite a lot of life on a cable in just a short amount of time. I've got my scroll saw, and I just want to just jiggle the heck out of this cable. Now, I'm not sure if this will work or not, or if everything will just come flying apart, but I have a feeling it'll work. So let me get to a brighter scene here. They're all under the deck right now. There we go. So, starting the test. I'm putting stress on the cable too. I got it pulled at an angle. You can't see that is starting to get a couple little lines there. All right. So I'm starting to get a couple lines on that screen. I hope you can see that there. Cable's still intact. let's do a crush test here. So we all know cables get stepped on, and you can probably see this cable is starting to really get flattened out where I've been hitting it. Put it on the corner. It's going to take longer than I thought. Hey! Oh, it's back. And it's back. This cable is still working. I mean, signal's gone out a couple times. I can't believe this. So, we'll say at this point this cable's done for, because it is losing the screen a couple times. I accidentally turned the camera off for a second there, so still in the same scene. This is the innards of the cable. It's pretty thin strands, but as you saw, this cable's just wrecked, and it doesn't seem to want to. Doesn't seem to want to die for good. So, this is our budget cable. I'm going to call this test right now. It's this cable is more than mangled. This screen just went out again. We'll call this cable dead, but yeah, it's a good high quality cable. As you saw, this is the same one I've been bagging on. You can see the hammer marks on it. Same one that I had the scroll saw on, and it's held up just great. So. Again, this is the HDMI Guys at HDMIGuys.com. That's HDMIGUYS.com. And I'll have another video with our standard grade cables, and then one with premium grade cables.